In the past 2 weeks, we've had two problems. One of them is Zeynal K, but I'll get to him in a little later because that's a lot personal than this guy. I'm about to talk to you right here. High flyer. The man who thinks that he's probably the next hurricane. He probably thinks he's probably the next Hurricane Kawhi, for fuck's sake. We haven't had a Hurricane Kawhi in a few years, so maybe he wants to live up to that failure known as Hurricane Kawhi. But you know something? The thing about both of them is they both tried to take me out in my career, just beat me in an inch of my life. And that's what they've done. I mean, I'll admit the first match we've had high flyer for the vacant Florida heavyweight title for PWF's Developmental Federation. But you know what? That was an upset in my book. But the next week, you try to beat me up and just basically humiliate me. Burn my hair, burn my clothes in the ring, burn my attire. Hell, you tried to burn a golden chain around my neck. And you did. But you know something, high flyer? Even though you were the #1 contender for the PWF United States Championship against Junior Kelly, Junior Kelly will beat you just like you tried to beat me. And let me tell you one thing. That mask is going to come off, and we all know, Matthew, that it's you under that mask. We all know it's Matthew Extreme Zilla. You say you're not Matthew, you're not Zilla, you're now High Flyer. That's like this retarded angle with Paul Burchill in the Hurricane, saying he's Gregory Helms, when we all know he's fucking Gregory Helms, he's the fucking Hurricane. But yeah, I'll just leave you for Junior Kelly because we all know how bad of a motherfucker Junior Kelly is. And I wish I could do the same for Zeynal K, a man I took under my wing for almost a year. Started with XHW's NXT. That probably was, it feels like a year, but it's probably maybe been a few months. And over those few months, Zeynal K, you have learned from greatness. You have learned from not only myself, but other people. Other people, maybe just in HCW, in PWF, hell, you learn from almost everybody. You were a complete nobody, and you still are a complete nobody. But it's funny, Zeynal. It's funny that your brother still listens to me. Your brother still has respect for me. Where you have absolutely no respect. You have absolutely nothing. Because that's what you are. Nothing. Hell, you might have had an attitude change in the last few months. But you know what? For both of you, Zeynal K and High Flyer, I've been beat up. Everything that you can think of has happened to me in my career. But there's one thing I love the most. And that's a little revenge factor. Now, since High Flyer is going to get his ass kicked by Junior Kelly and probably never seen or heard of again, that leaves us with Zeynal K. And Zeynal, in my last few days, let me show you what I got for you. This, if you can see it. You can see this, Zeynal. This is 100% pure cow jaw. Don't act like I didn't say it right. This is a fucking cow jaw. And you see the teeth missing? Obviously I haven't done this before to people with a cow jaw. But this tooth, not only this tooth, it's like I'm flying out after I hit you with it, but your skull. Hey, it'll probably knock some sense into you, Zeynal. I'll probably be doing you a favor. But you know something? This cow jaw, And the next few days, this cow jaw will be your fate. Because look at this beautiful thing. Look at this. This is probably one of the greatest things you have ever seen in your life. Probably because your life's full of shit, and all you see is shit. So this probably might look familiar to you, Zeynal. But in a few days, my boy, you're going to be taught your final lesson from your pro, Adam Extreme. And that final lesson is never start a fight that you can't finish. And Lord knows I know all about that. Especially in the past with HCW and MBW and all that shit. But you know what? The hatchet has been, how do you say, buried. And that's what kind of something that's going to be the same for you, Zeynal. Not only will your career be buried, but this cow jaw will be buried right next to you. And Zeynal, you better watch out, my friend. Because the next time I see you, it won't be your fucking tennis court that you had. I mean, the guy has a fucking tennis court, for fuck's sake. But, yeah, it won't be in your tennis court. It'll probably be in an arena. It'll probably be in the parking lot. It'll probably be in your own personal home, Zeynal K. And Zeynal K, like I said before, you will learn your final lesson. And that's really all I have to say about that.